So me and Coach Preef, we have a great relationship, and we talk about stuff like that all the time. 3-step was just something I chose to do my last year of school, just because I thought it was going to help me get more power into the ball, but not realizing the older I get and the more work I put in and the flexibility, it was all going to come together anyway. So, Coach Preef, one of these days, just decided, hey, let's see what you got with 2-step. And I punted the ball just as good, if not better, than a 3-step. And he kind of said at first, no, let's just wait till the off season. Then we went out again. He said, let's see a 2-step again, and I 2-stepped. He said, you want to do it now? I was like, Coach, I'll do whatever you want, man. We can go and do this now and get it done. And he said, cool. And he kept asking, are you sure? I'm like, absolutely positive. I trust Coach Preefer with everything, and that we think it's going to work. And there's going to be some training wheels on it a couple of times, but as long as you stick to it, work on your technique, and use the jug work as much as possible, I'm sure it can be successful.
The 3 steps would give you more momentum, and the physics of it would give you more force. So with the 2-step, then, is it more psychological? Like, I got to make sure that I'm, it's bang, bang, and I do it technically sound?
Yeah, so we're hoping, what we think is going to happen is eliminating that jab step will eliminate inconsistencies. So catching the ball, flipping it, 1-2, and it's gone out of there. And it should speed up our ops times as a whole, because Charlie's got a really fast snap and it's accurate. Catch, flip the ball, it's gone, and it should eliminate people wanting to come and block it because they realize they're not going to get to the ball, all that stuff. So it should be nothing but positive for us.
All right, 2 things. Number 1, he sounds like a guy with the confidence of somebody who just got his first rookie paycheck and it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what that sounded like to you?
Maybe, yeah. Even that league minimum or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's
a lot
fine.
of money for a game
It's
check.
a guy from Arkansas Pine Bluff. Here's the other thing. Do you think he has a future in golf broadcasting when it's all over with that accent?
He might. And you know what? He was talking about golf today during that press conference. Somebody asked him about golf, and he was talking about some of the courses. He actually played Firestone South. I think he said he played the South course at Firestone recently, and shot somewhere in the 80s. Yeah.
I thought he was going to say, they always talk about Jim Palmer, the former pitcher. First time he picked up clubs, he was in his 20s, and he shot a 76. It just doesn't seem right.
No, it doesn't.
It just doesn't seem right at all. Are you concerned that the kicking game, these 2 rookies have been just about perfect? That can't last, right?
It's strange. No, and that's going to be the test with a guy like Austin-Seibert. When he misses a kick, how does he bounce back? If he misses a game winner, how does he bounce back?
Oh, don't say that.
It's going to happen eventually. I mean, every kicker, it doesn't matter who it is going to miss a really important kick.
Yeah, wait till the winds of Lake Erie come on down in November.
Yeah, he's going to get tested by that as well.
Yeah.
So,
there's
go
no way
down
you
to the
can
stadium and kick, but
there's no way you can simulate that.
No, you can't. And if this team is playing a January game at home, it's going to be brutal to kick in that stadium.
You confident in him? I guess you have to be until you're not.
It was weird on Sunday. I kind of didn't even notice the kicking game. He'd come out for a field goal or an extra point, and I didn't feel like, I've got to watch this. Let's see if he makes it. It just kind of, he made it.
Yeah, that's a good point. He made it because he's supposed to make it.
Yeah, it was a strange feeling.
Yeah. Are there any kickers sitting by on the practice squad?
No, they don't have anybody on the practice squad, and other teams they're having some kicker issues. The Patriots just put their kicker on IR and had to sign Mike Nugent. So the Browns are in a decent place at least. And I guess if they got into a pinch, they could always call up Greg Joseph again or something. But right now,
is it playing right away? Nobody picked him up, right?
No, I think he's still out there as far as I know.
And isn't it interesting? Because I thought he had the job won here.
I think he did initially. I thought he was out kicking Austin-Seibert, even though neither guy was really playing very well. I think if you had asked me in early August who was going to win the job, I probably would have said Greg Joseph. But Seibert kind of got some things together and ended up taking that job.
Do you think Gillan has been told by Preefer or somebody, we don't need you to tackle guys in the open field because we need you to kick the football?
Yeah, as much as he loves to tackle and as much as that was a story, that's not why you made the team. And, you want him to be able to, in that spot, take a guy down or push him out of bounds, but you got to be careful too because you don't want to separate a shoulder.
No, but I think most coaches say go out and get the guy, but I don't think they really mean it.
No, I don't think they want to see that because then you got to go find another punter.
Yeah, and you got to who's going to kick the rest of that particular game?
Now you're sending Austin-Seibert out to punt, which
I guess
I think he's done before, but you
tell
still
me
don't
why
want to
we
do that.
haven't had since maybe Don Cockcroft with the Browns, and I don't know who it would have been in the NFL. Why aren't there field goal kickers who are also punters?
You would think in the modern NFL, when you got 53 guys,
Can't be
and
that
teams
hard.
they're always trying to game the system a little bit,
Right.
that you'd want to have a guy that could do both. Just like I've always wondered why you don't have, you have your special teams coach, but how often is that guy a kicking specialist? He's usually, he
He's
focuses on
block and
coverage and
tackle.
things like that.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
I'm just surprised teams don't have a guy on staff who's a kicking specialist.
I don't know.
It's bizarre.